So, lads, today we have to talk about what Caitlin Clark just did to the New York Liberty, especially in the first half. Like, the second half, Caitlin Clark got tired and still, like, Stewie took on the assignment. Stewie took on the assignment, and I do feel, I don't even know if Stewie did that great a job on Caitlin, but I do feel like that Stewie... I've been very impressed with how Kennedy Burke has been playing, in fairness, on defense. But it was, like, Caitlin Clark was just different. So, Caitlin Clark, by the way, goes and does this. Like, it's scary. As you can see there, Caitlin Clark and Stewie getting into it. Like, Breanna Stewart, this is how much, I'm going to title this video, and I mean this, I think I'm accurate with this, was just in awe of what Caitlin Clark did. So, we're going to scroll all the way down to the first half. In the first quarter and a half, Caitlin 25 in the first half. But like, Caitlin Clark, this is, by the way, at this stage when this happens, Caitlin starts off the game by getting their first basket with an assist. It's 6-4. She then throws a ridiculous pass to Boston for that. And in the meantime, Caitlin Clark hit a floater. Then Caitlin Clark, it's 19-10. They're not doing great. At this stage, Caitlin had been subbed back on, and they went on a bit of a lull. They couldn't score without her. And Caitlin Clark goes and gets an and one. Like Sophie Cunningham gets a shot. It's 19-15. Caitlin Clark goes and hits from the logo.
So, boys, today we have to talk about what Caitlin Clark just did to the New York Liberty, especially in the first half, where it felt like she came from another universe because everything just looked so easy. She started the game with an assist, then hit a floater, then she sat for a bit, and when she came back, the whole team just came alive. And then came that sequence where it was 19-15, and boom, Caitlin pulls up from the logo, hits a three. Next play, she does it again, bang, then the assist then. Another pull-up from 30, and then that shot over Breanna Stewart. That shot was something else because Stewie was right there, hand up, and Caitlin still drained it, and Stewie just started smiling. When your defender starts laughing, you know they've accepted the fact there's nothing they can do, and Caitlin Clark at that point wasn't just hot, she was on fire.
And if you see here, like, Caitlin Clark hits from, like, 30. Then Maureen Johannes comes down, hits another three. I ride off that Maureen Johannes hit a three. Caitlin Clark comes down from deep, hits the three. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. She goes and does that. And then a possession later, Dan just sets the screen. And Caitlin's just like, yeah, let me just pull from like 30 again. Bang. In a row. She got those assists. Hit a couple of those shots. And then this was the shot right here. Look at what she does to Breanna Stewart. Sidestep. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not showing this full screen, unfortunately, if I show this, you guys might be able to see this on mobile. If you can't, I do apologize. I do apologize if you guys can't see this on mobile. But
this wasn't just a regular WNBA game. This was a statement. This was Caitlin Clark showing the entire league that when she's on, there's nothing you can do, because Breanna Stewart, the MVP, the defensive anchor, the one who rarely locks in on defense, even she locked in today and still got cooked. Caitlin dropped 25 in the first half, and she wasn't just shooting, she was dishing, dropping dimes, throwing floaters, pulling from the logo. And when she hit that deep three right in Stewie's face and started talking trash, and Stewie just smiled. Bro, that smile says it all. It wasn't arrogance, it was surrender. It was the smile of a superstar who knows today isn't my day. This girl is just different, and you don't see that often, a star getting humbled like that. Caitlin made it look easy against one of the best.
But unfortunately, if I go full screen and show this full clip, I'm going to get copyright claimed, and I make $0 from this video. So it's just unfortunate. But sidestep, hits the three, and Stewie's just in awe of the whole thing. Like, genuinely, Breanna Stewart, and by the way, she then goes and hits this afterwards. Like, that's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And you've got Breanna Stewart, like, out there just, like, she's just out there getting trash talked by Caitlin Clark. You've even got ESPN posting about it. So she's guarding Caitlin, and that shot goes in. She's probably like, what the hell's going on? Caitlin Clark immediately trash talking, and she has to laugh. Like, at that stage. And the maddest thing is, I actually want to say is, Caitlin, I thought, did a really good job on defense today. Like, I actually think that Caitlin did a really good job on defense today. Look, is Caitlin a good defender? No. But I think she goes into the 50th percentile of defenders. Like someone said, that's not even... Caitlin Clark stepped back on Stewie. That's not even remotely a step back. 6-shot, but opponents laughing with each other. I mean, she's just hit her 4th logo 3 of the game.
I'm going to be real with you, I have never seen range like this before, not just logo 3s, I'm talking deep logo 3s, and not 1, not 2, but multiple back-to-back, and Liberty didn't know what to do. Marine Johannes hits a 3, Caitlin comes right back, pulls up from even deeper, hits it next possession, same thing again, and the worst part is Liberty actually tried to guard her. They came out 2 steps past the arc, and it still wasn't enough when your defender is in your face and the shot still goes up like a warm-up drill. That's when you know this player is not normal. She's not just a shooter, she's a game breaker. Caitlin Clark literally changed the geometry of the court today. She extended the offensive zone like nobody we've seen in the WNBA in a long time.
Like, imagine guarding 2 steps outside the 3-point line and you're still nowhere close to the shot. Like, it was obnoxious. It's obnoxiously long where she shoots the ball from. It's actually ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. Like, you've now got Caitlin Clark and Breanna Stewart just laughing. Like, Breanna Stewart has to laugh. Like, Caitlin's just one of those. And I always say this when it comes to Caitlin Clark. She is psycho in, like, the best way possible. Like, I reckon Caitlin Clark would be, she's the type of player that would drop 30 on your head and laugh after every single bucket they scored. Like, that is, I can only imagine like, what Caitlin, and by the way, everyone's talked about how much Caitlin Clark has calmed down. I can only imagine what 17-year-old trash-talking Caitlin would be doing in the WNBA with some of the things she'd be doing. I wonder, like, this is the least demon of demon Caitlin there's ever been. I could only imagine the trash talk that 16-year-old Caitlin was hitting people in Iowa with when she was playing for the Iowa Attack. Like, it's something that I don't think we've seen before, and I don't know if we'll ever see again. I don't know if we'll ever see again, like, something like this. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we will. I don't know if it's even, like, possible to see if when there's going to be another player that's like this from Caitlin Clark. And it's now just, oh my God, NBA Twitter, dear Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's all I'm going to say. Oh no. NBA Twitter has gotten in. I'm going to actually make a video about that because WNBA threads have said some mad stuff here. But, like, it's...
You already know Caitlin has the skill, but what makes her different, what separates her from the rest, is the way she plays with that fire, that confidence, that attitude. She talks trash, she stares down defenders, and when she hit that 3 on Stewie and smiled and said something and Stewie just laughed, you knew right there Caitlin had broken through. She wasn't just scoring, she was owning the court. And then ESPN tweets, Bleacher Report posts, LeBron chimes in. Everyone's talking and Caitlin's just having fun doing what she does like it's no big deal. That's the scary part. She's not forcing, she's just flowing. And when the game comes that easy to you, when your opponent can't stop you and has to laugh because they're helpless, that's when you know you're watching a generational talent.
It's a case of, like, players that are just in shock. Like, by the way, when she hit one of those shots, she hit that one on Marine Johannes, Sophie Cunningham, I don't think she rolled her ankle. She's just there on the ground watching. Like, she's just dead what Caitlin Clark pulls from the logo. It's something that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know when we're going to see a player that's just this fun to watch playing basketball. I don't know when we're going to see that. And Stewie, by the way, tried to do, honestly, everything. She tried. If we're being honest, Breanna Stewart really freaking tried. You've got Bleacher Report out there talking about this, posting about it. Like, you've got everyone. You've got LeBron talking about it. You've now got LeBron. Like, and this was, by the way, Stewie locked in on defense. Stewie does not lock in on defense much. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be very, very honest. Stewie does not lock in often on defense. I'm not saying she can't play defense. I'm not saying she's a bad defender. I'm saying that she doesn't always choose to lock in. She's a borderline all defensive player. And she was trying to lock in on defense and stopped Caitlyn because Caitlyn got tired. Caitlyn got tired.
I don't know when we're ever going to see another player like this, and I mean that seriously. Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation type player, not just because of the shots, not just because of the stats, but because of how she does it, how she owns every moment on the court, how she turns a regular WNBA game into a spectacle. She hits from 30, she hits from 32, she throws dimes, she plays with fire, she lifts her whole team. And even the opponents end up shaking their heads and smiling, because what else can you do when she pulls up from the logo for the 4th time and hits again? You just have to laugh. Caitlyn is that rare type of player who entertains, inspires, dominates, and still feels like she's just getting started. And if you're watching this right now, you're witnessing something truly special.
It's just mad. It's just mad watching this all. And I'm like, you know, as a superstar player that it's like, there's nothing you can do. When a superstar player gets shit talked and they just laugh. They have to just laugh. And it's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can't do anything here. GG's. GG's. Like, Caitlyn was on a heater that I don't think I'd ever seen before. I cannot remember the last time I'd seen a player on this type of heater and that was still looking for theirs. Like, Breanna Stewart, or let's say not even Stewie, like Paige might have been on. Paige might have been on a similar heater. But Stewie just being in awe. Stewie being in awe of Caitlyn. And by the way, this time last year, Stewie was like, yeah, you know, Caitlyn's not Rookie of the Year because she's not a good all-around player. I don't think she'd say that if she was answering nowadays. Anyway, I'll see you guys.